After a long wait for fans to finally get their hands on more Squid Games, they definitely got more in the second season, of what feels like the same, from games to even twists. We'll explain, so be warned, spoilers ahead. Song Ji-hun makes the journey back into the contest of Fatal Playground games, and while it retains some of its initial spectacle, the second season's story feels robbed of the bite of the first. That's partially because of the season's first major twist involving Hong In-ho, the villainous diamond-masked frontman. Series writer-director Hwang Dong-hyuk admirably seemed intent on using him in an unexpected and potentially subversive way for the second outing, but it can't help but feel like a plotting remix of the first season's reveal. As fans surely remember, Season 1 ended with two major twists. One, that In-ho, the long-lost brother of police officer Hwang Jun-ho, was not only alive, but running the island's deadly games for wealthy VIPs. The second was that Player 1, Ji-hun's in-game companion, mentor, and confidant, Oh Il-nam, was actually the game's creator. In the second season, when Ji-hun re-enters the game, the new Player 1 is yet again quickly revealed to be a powerful inside man, none other than In-ho himself. The initial reveal that the frontman has entered the game is handled beautifully. His reintroduction as the tie-breaking vote to continue the games clearly mirrors Oh Il-nam's vote from the first season, and boldly underlines the season's core theme of the illusion of choice and exploitative systems, and also creates dramatic irony. The audience knows that In-ho is the frontman, but Ji-hun doesn't.
You said that you'd been here before. You're the reason I ended up voting to stay.
From that point on, however, this early twist fails to pay off in a meaningful way. Like Il-nam, In-ho quickly comes to serve as Ji-hun's closest ally. At first, it seems as though In-ho will differ at least slightly by trying to undermine Ji-hun's chances at winning the game, or his attempts to rally the other players to save themselves. But in practice, he never tries to act against Ji-hun or even keep the games going. When the survivors have their final vote before Ji-hun leads them in an ill-fated insurrection against their captors, In-ho casts a no vote that maintains a tie, when a yes would have decisively sent everyone back into bloody competition. One could certainly argue that this was all part of In-ho's master plan, though the series is entirely uninterested in giving any clues as to what that might be. Throughout the second season, In-ho is clearly indecipherable as a character. Ji-hun risked getting dragged back into the games because he couldn't live with the fact that they would continue to slaughter the most vulnerable people in society while he himself lived in luxury thanks to their deaths. Like any good character, his motivations are clear. But what does In-ho want or hope to gain? The only clue we get comes in his final words to Ji-hun.
Did you have fun playing the hero? Now, witness the consequences of your little game.
Was his long-delayed betrayal simply a means of psychologically torturing Ji-hun? Maybe. It seems like a vague and convoluted explanation, but it's the only one we got. There are points early in the season where it seems like the writers are prepared to pay off In-ho's turn in a more disruptive way. During the six-legged race, for example, he suddenly stalls the team's progress by failing his minigame several times. For a moment, the audience, knowing that In-ho would surely be spared from execution, could reasonably expect him to be sabotaging Ji-hun to end him while the other contestants are all already dead or cleared. Instead, he merely succeeds after a few more tries and even gives Ji-hun a helping foot during his own minigame. This is just one of many perplexing wasted opportunities. Instead of using the frontman twist as a means of doing something new, it bores with the same old story.